guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how to draft a basic sleeve pattern, so let's get started. These are the measurements that you're going to need for this project. The vertical measurement, which are your shoulder to bicep measurement, your shoulder to elbow measurement, and your shoulder to wrist measurements. And for the horizontal measurement, you're going to need your bicep measurement, your elbow measurement, and your wrist measurements. Step 1, we're going to be taking our pattern paper and then we're going to fold it in half so that we can have this middle line. Then we're going to take our tape measure and we're going to measure 1 inch down from the top of the pattern paper, like so. Next step, we're going to take our straight ruler and we're going to draw a straight line. And after we've drawn a straight line, we're going to mark this as our shoulder line. Our next step is going to be drawing a straight line from the shoulder line. Next, we're going to be marking our shoulder to wrist measurement, and mine is 22.5 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and mark 22.5 inches. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my straight ruler and I'm going to draw a straight line, and after that I'm going to mark this line as my wrist line. Next step, we're going to measure our shoulder to bicep measurement, and mine is 7 inches, so I'm going to mark 7 inches down from the shoulder line. Then I'm going to take my straight ruler and I'll draw a straight line. Then I'm going to mark this line as my bicep line. Next, I'm going to be marking my shoulder to elbow measurement, and mine is 13 inches, so I'm going to mark 13 inches from my shoulder line. Then I'm going to take a straight ruler and I'm going to draw a straight line, and then I'm going to mark this line as my elbow line. Next step, we're going to be marking our horizontal measurement, and we're going to start with our bicep measurement, and mine is 12 inches. Divide that by 2, which gives me 6 inches, and I'm going to be marking 6 inches on both sides. On the elbow line, we're going to be marking our elbow measurement, and mine was 10 inches, so I'm going to divide that by 2, which gives me 5 inches, and I'm going to mark 5 inches on both sides. On the wrist line, I'm going to be marking my wrist measurement, which was 8.5 inches. Then we're going to divide that by 2, which gives me 4.25, and I'm going to mark 4.25 on both sides. Next, we're going to take our straight ruler and we're going to draw a line from our bicep to elbow and elbow to our wrist, and we're going to repeat the same on the other side. Next, we're going to be connecting our bicep line to our shoulder line, and we're going to repeat the same on the other side. And we're going to be using our straight ruler to draw the lines. So now we're going to determine which one is going to be our front sleeve and our back sleeve between these two, and I'm going to put this as my front, and I'm going to put the other one as my back. Next, we are going to be measuring this line, which is our bicep to shoulder line, and we are going to be using our tape measure. After you've done measuring that line, whatever measurement you get, you're going to divide that by 4. So let's say for me, mine is 9.5 inches. 9.5 divided by 4 equals to 2.4, so I'm going to be marking 2.4 inches. So now I'm going to be marking 2.4 inches from the bicep to the shoulder line. So now we've got all our marks. Next, we're going to be marking from this mark 0.5 inches in, like so. And on this mark, we're going to be marking 0.75 inches on the outside. So as you can see, the 0.5 mark that we mark at the bottom, we marked it on the inside, and now the 0.75 mark, we're going to mark it on the outside. And now we are going to be connecting with our free hand roughly to those points that we made, like so that we can have that sleeve curve. Next, we're going to be marking our back sleeve, and we're going to use the same exact measurement that we used for our front. So whatever you got, you're going to divide that by 3 instead of 4 like we did for our front. So for example, mine was 9.5 inches divided by 3, which gives me 3.16, and I'm going to mark 3.16 on the back sleeve. And I'm going to mark 3.16 from the bicep line to the shoulder line. Next, we're going to be measuring from this point to this point with a tape measure. And whatever you get, you're going to be dividing that by 2, and then you're going to mark on that line. And from that mark, you're going to be marking 0.5 inches in, like so. Then on this point, we are going to be marking 0.75 inches, just like we did for the front part. And now we are going to be connecting those points just like we did for the front sleeve. Now I'm going to take my curved ruler, and I'm going to try and curve those lines like so. And I'm going to do the same for the back sleeve. And this is the finished look of the sleeve. Next, we're going to be adding 1/2 inch sewing allowance on all sides. After I've added allowance all around, I'm now going to be marking 2 lines to indicate that that's the back sleeve, and then to the front I'm going to be marking 1 line to indicate that that's the front sleeve. Now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut all around, and this is our final step. And after cutting, this is the final look of our sleeve, and you're going to be cutting 2 pieces out of this so that you can have 2 sleeves. And that is it, you guys. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you learned something from this, and see you again on my next video. Bye.